What's up? I'm about to show you how to do the blend door actuator for a 1997 Lincoln Town Car. I have done this twice. First time it took 4 hours, second time it took a little over an hour. Enjoy. Alrighty, here we have a 1997 Lincoln Town Car that we're going to be repairing the blend door actuator. This is the actual part itself. It will be removed from the vehicle. Inside is the little plastic ears that break and make a clicking noise, and it just doesn't work anymore. It's a little glimpse of what you're going to be getting yourself into here. You're going to be pulling the whole dash apart. It's actually not that big a deal. It takes about an hour. You start by prying up these little black strips. And then there's a couple screws you'll need to loosen, and you can pull this up, get it out of the way, so that you can remove this piece. It's just held on by one screw. But you gotta remove that because it's hiding this nut that you gotta undo. And this is on the passenger side. Now we're looking at the driver's side. Got the same deal, except there's a bolt instead of a nut. Now underneath the steering wheel you've got two kick plates that need unscrewed, and then there's a third one just held on by 4 screws. Alright, and then you can pop the trim off using a screwdriver, and it's got little electrical connectors you'll need to pull off as you go. Then in the glove box you can start unscrewing things. You got these 2 screws, and then you look up and there's a couple more. There's this one and then this one. They're both underneath the airbag, holding the airbag in place. And then you remove all these black screws on the trim. They're holding everything on. Now underneath the steering wheel you've got this little green string that needs unlooped. It's on the right side. And connected to that green, or orange string, I'm sorry, is this little plastic part that you'll need to unbolt or unscrew. Now you've got 4 nuts that are holding on the steering wheel itself. It's underneath. You just need to remove those and let it down, and you can pop this trim piece off. It just comes out. It's got the radio connected to it. It's all looking pretty scary, but you can see the steering wheel resting there. Oh, and now on the left side of the steering wheel there's another nut from the first steps we were doing. It comes off, and then you pull off the airbag and the vent. You see the airbag being pulled out. And you pry up the defroster grill with a flat screwdriver. And on the right side there's this little sensor or something that needs unhooked. Just a little electrical connector. And you've got more screws. Hooray! So you take those screws out. Be very careful not to let them fall down the vent. You pull the dash forward, and here we go. Let's look at this again. It's got those 4 black tabs where screws go. Yeah, 2 of them you can get to, the other 2 you really can't. It's really tight in there. When I got it back in, I actually only used 3 screws. And don't forget to plug it in. Okay, I wanted to look at this orange string a little more closely. This is what controls the little indicator that tells you if you're in park, reverse, drive, whatnot. In order to hook it back up, you'll need to use needle nose pliers. And then if you see to the left of my finger there where I wrote wheel on the screen, it's got this little black knob that turns left and right. And that actually controls the little indicator So if you're driving around and it looks like you're in reverse. I need to just take off the little tan kick panel and adjust that. Alright, and if you put your key in the ignition and you go to turn it on and it doesn't turn, that means that you were messing around with the steering wheel, turning it too much, and it locked up. So you just gotta grab it and just turn it as hard as you can until it just loosens up. You'll know it's loosened up once the key is able to turn. That's all I got for you. Thanks.